Hello everybody, welcome back to RLL Studio. Today I will be showcasing my new VMH mob heads, vanilla mob heads add-on that I've been working on for the past few weeks. This add-on makes it so that all mobs drop their head or have a chance of dropping their head. The heads added by this add-on behave pretty similarly to the ones that already exist in the game. As you can see, you can place them down at all different rotations. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. And they behave accordingly. They also have the soul sand break particles when you break the head, which is the same as the ones added by Mojang. And you can also place it on the side of a block as well. As you could see, you can also wear these heads as well. But before I get into the details, I want to give a special thanks to the Bedrock add-ons Discord server and my good friend JashDuck, who helped out with some of the features in this mod or add-on. Without the Discord server, I probably wouldn't have been able to make this add-on. The Discord had a lot of documentation on how the Mojang add-ons work and the scripting API and stuff, so... Alright, well, moving on, as you can see behind me, we have a bunch of heads. I believe 137 to be exact, if I remember and counted correctly. Each one of these heads basically has their own custom model. I tried to make this add-on feel vanilla as possible, and you can see this especially with the piglin head. It is not a squished version of the head so that it fits the skull model. It is its own custom model. So I took the time and modeled all of these heads so that they looked like they would if Mojang made them. As you can see as well, if a mob has a variant, as you like, for example, the llama, it can also drop the variant of the head. So we have 4 llama heads here. We also have multiple horse heads. Now, I did not make heads for the horse patterns that you can find on horses. So if it is a black horse with a spotted white pattern, it's just going to drop the black horse head. Unfortunately, there's too many variants to make all of the heads, make heads for all of them. As on Bedrock Edition, you have to, at least the only way that I've found to do it is you have to make separate blocks for each entity or each variant of the entity. So I did not feel like making hundreds of horse head blocks. Now the sheep, as of the initial release, will only have the white head. I do plan to add different wool colors in the future, but for now I just made the white sheep head and I never got around to making the other wool colors. If you have looting on your sword, a mob will have a chance of dropping the head, 0.025 chance, at least. It is the same number as a wither skeleton, killing a wither skeleton and getting a skull. Now, when you download this add-on and put it into your own world and you kill a mob and it drops the head, the first thing you may notice is, well, you can't put it on your head. And this is intentional because, unfortunately, wearable items do not stack. You cannot make wearable items stack, and, well, I thought that, you know, it would probably be best if you could stack these things, especially if you have a farm and the entities that are being killed drop a ton of heads. So the version of the item that you get when you kill a mob is actually the block version, which will only allow you to place the block and you can't wear it. So if you do decide, hey, I do actually want to wear this thing, all you have to do is put it in the crafting grid and craft it into the item version. As you can see, these do not stack. So, well, that's the block version. So now the item version can go on my head, and voila, there we go. I have it on my head. The other thing is the item version can still be placed on the ground if you want to still place it. However, when you mine it, it will give you back the block version. Another feature that this add-on has is if you place the head on top of a note block, it will play the sound of the mob. Real quick, I just want to go over some of my favorites. I do love the Wither Skull head. It makes a really very loud noise, but it's very nice. I really like how plain and simple it is. I also really like the Elder Guardian head and the Guardian head because you can do some really cool stuff with them. For example, this looks really good as almost like a undersea or underwater mine. And I also like the chicken head, not because of the actual block model, but because you can wear it on your head. And for some of these, I could not actually use the actual vanilla model like they are in the block form because it wouldn't really realistically fit around the player head. So I had to, you know, take some liberties and make the model look a little bit different. And I love this chicken head here. It just looks really good on your head. Another example is the bat head. It is way too small to be able to fit that on your head. And when you blow it up, it looks way too big on your head. So I kind of made it fit around your head a little bit better, which is very nice. Also, the villager head looks really funny. I really like how this looks on the player. Wrapping things up, I want to mention a few other changes that I made with this add-on. The existing vanilla mob heads, such as the creeper mob head and the zombie mob head, do have a chance of dropping when you kill the mob. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to obtain the head via electrified creeper, though that is still possible. Well, I did not remove that. These heads cannot be obtained via a electrified creeper, at least not yet. I haven't really looked into doing that just yet. I did want to just get this add-on out to you guys and then update it in the future, add some more content. So yes, you can get the vanilla mob heads now from the looting effect on your sword, which makes things like the piglin head a lot easier to obtain. And I can see how some people might think that this is kind of cheating. It might not be. It makes this item a little less rare, but I wanted it to be in parity with the rest of these heads that I made, so I decided it's not really that big of a deal anyway. It is just kind of like a decorative item. But yeah, I think that does it, covering everything in this pack. Obviously, I didn't go over every single mob head that I added individually. I think that's something that you guys will have to explore in your own worlds. With that said, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye!